They did it. Universal did it. They actually made a Jurassic Park 30th anniversary tribute store for Universal Studios Orlando Resort, and I am so excited. They actually just released a video showing a little bit of the inside, almost all of it actually, and we're gonna break down what we see right now. So as most of you probably already know, Jurassic Park is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. June 11th, 2023 will be the 30th anniversary of this amazing movie. And so in celebration of that, Universal's been putting out a bunch of different stuff for Jurassic Park, merchandise, as well as other videos on their YouTube channel in celebration of this 30th anniversary. However, the one thing that I was specifically hoping for, being a theme park enthusiast myself, was actually a tribute store at Universal Studios Resort in Orlando. Now, before we get into the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary tribute store, what is a tribute store in general? It's actually a walkthrough exhibit / merchandise store specifically for a short amount of time happening at the Universal Studios Orlando Resort. Now, it's actually been popularized by Halloween Horror Nights during the Halloween season, September and October, and they will have their little tribute store for Halloween Horror Nights. It's a lot of fun, but then in the past few years, they've been actually adopting it in order to celebrate different aspects of Universal properties. But this year, summer 2023, they have the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary tribute store. And let's go ahead and break down what we see in the video that they released today. First off, before you even walk into the building, we actually realize that this is in a completely different segment of the park. Usually, the tribute store is over in the New York area. This is actually over in the Hollywood Strip area of the Universal Orlando Park. And so, before you even go in, it looks like the movie set / premiere of Jurassic Park back in the 90s, with all of the ferns, with the spotlights, just Jurassic Park logo emblazed across the front. It's amazing. But then as you walk into the store, you are immediately greeted by a giant T-Rex head. This T-Rex head is actually meant to show the sculpture of the actual T-Rex that they used for CGI imagery as well as for stand-ins during the actual movie. Because this entire Jurassic Park tribute store that they have is dedicated to behind the scenes, or the making of, the original 1993 Jurassic Park movie. So not only are we greeted by the Jurassic Park sculpted head, but also an entire build of how long and how big the T-Rex would be hanging from the ceiling. Then also there are storyboards and different mock-ups all around the ceiling area up on the second floor. But then on the main floor, there is tons and tons of beautiful Jurassic Park merchandise. 30th anniversary t-shirts, backpacks, purses, phone cases. Honestly, there's so much here. I wish I could get it all, but obviously I cannot because money is an issue. But for those who go, they will not only have access to exclusive things at the tribute store, but then also Universal is actually putting stuff from the tribute store on their website as well. Now, granted, it's not everything, so there are some exclusive things that you can only get at the tribute store in Universal Studios Orlando, but they do have a lot of 30th anniversary JP stuff on the website. Link will be in the description below. But continuing on, we actually go through to the next room where we are greeted by a sign that says Soundstage 28 closed set, do not enter when the red light is on, and they have a little red light there to make it look like the recording is in session, which is amazing. It makes you feel like you're walking on set in the Jurassic Park movie. And then you walk into the section where you're walking past a couple of things that have some hard hat helmets like what the park workers had in the original JP movie, which, by the way, you can buy with a working flashlight. So cool. It's so cool. But then also you walk into what's meant to look like the kitchen set where the kitchen scene happens, where the velociraptors are hunting Lex and Tim. It's amazing, complete with a velociraptor up on the counter. It's incredible. It looks like there's a mess because the velociraptor's been knocking over stuff. Oh, it's just, it makes me have all of the feels. And then speaking of walking onto the set, we actually have the next room is another exhibit showing the T-Rex breakout scene, complete with a toilet that actually has the little bathroom that with the walls falling down in action, the T-Rex over the top, the toilet just perfectly placed right there amongst a bunch of ferns, and then even with a protective electrified fence in the background. All so amazing, but the detail that we have in this exhibit is amazing because not only is there the T-Rex, the toilet, then also a Dilophosaurus over in the corner, but even a rain effect. There are lights that actually simulate the look of rain on the set to make it look like, hey, you are actually here in the scene when there is actually all the rain coming down. But in the same rainy area with the dark room and the rain effect, you actually see the Dilophosaurus, like I mentioned earlier, next to the East Dock sign that Nedry runs into in the movie, and then actually the cave behind the area where he's supposed to be going to in order to get to the East Dock. It's all so detailed. It's amazing to see the love that the Universal creatives put into this scene. And then along with some of the merchandise you can actually purchase in this area, there's a t-shirt with Gennaro on the front, all scared because the T-Rex is breaking down his toilet. It's perfect. It just works with the area that it's all set in. This is such an amazing tribute store, and it's not even finished. And then going into the next room, not only are there more JP t-shirts that you can buy, as well as tons of extra little knickknacks, including even a Mold-A-Rama machine that can make a Velociraptor claw, and there's another Mold-A-Rama machine that can actually make the gates for Jurassic Park. But you actually walk into the power control from the movie where Ellie is trying to turn the power back on and the Velociraptor pops out at her. You see the circuit board with all of the buttons to turn the power on, and then you see even a Velociraptor coming out from behind the cables next to it. Oh, it's just so amazing. And then going into one of the last rooms here, it's not a heavily decorated room, but it's definitely a room that is oozing Jurassic Park nostalgia with the main three colors that they've been going with for the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary, which I am all about. It's from the Ford Explorer from the original movie, red, yellow, and green, and they've got tons of merchandise that you can purchase that have these three main colors, including an incredible jacket that has all the Jurassic Park logo just splattered over it. Everything is just so beautiful. And then going into almost the last room, we actually see the Jurassic Park gates with a bunch of ferns that actually vibrate and move as if there's a Velociraptor back there, even complete with sounds of Velociraptor making, as if there's a Jurassic Park Velociraptor hiding behind the gates, ready to pop out at you. It's just so amazing. This whole tribute store is such an amazing tribute, no pun intended, to the original movie. It's amazing that Universal did that this year, and I'm excited as a Jurassic Park fan to see that they put so much effort into it. Because at the beginning of this year, it seemed like there wasn't much happening for the 30th anniversary. Like, especially compared to when you think about the 25th anniversary, so much happened. But now that we're here in the 30th anniversary, now in 2023, seeing that they have a tribute store dedicated to Jurassic Park 30th anniversary, as well as all of the different merchandise that you can purchase online, even stuff that is even exclusive to the tribute store, which honestly, that's the way it should be. Go to the park, you get treated to an exclusive merchandise. But the fact that they've even put some of that merchandise online for us fans that can't make it this year to the park to purchase, it's amazing. Universal, thank you for doing this. And then for those who are also curious, they didn't put it in their video, but a couple of pictures from the Orlando Informer actually show some of the desserts that you can purchase in the last room. And just the fact that they went to all these colors, there's a Jurassic Park lime green, some more that you can buy, as well as a bunch of different cookies, even an Ian Malcolm on his side doing the sexy pose, like a brownie of that, or something like that. It's just amazing. Universal, A++ with this dedicated tribute store this year. I am blown away, and as a fan of Jurassic Park, thank you so much. With all that being said, thank you everyone for watching this video today and joining me on checking out what they're doing for the tribute store. And before we go, remember, there is stuff that is coming out soon, more podcast stuff, more videos. But one last thing before we go, thanks for watching, and know you are loved.